Hello everyone and welcome back to my kitchen, or welcome to my kitchen if it's your first time here. Now today I'm going to be doing the fourth and final recipe in the Simply Cook subscription service. In the first recipe we done, I also did a review as well. I'll put links in the description if you want to check that out, as well as the other recipes that I've done. This is the fourth one to do today. The final one is a creamy honey and mustard chicken. So we're going to follow the step-by-step guide that you get on the recipe booklet, as well as the ingredients pots that you get, and it tells you when to use them on the recipe. Let me know in the comments section if you've tried this service and what you think of it. Do you currently use it? Are you thinking about using it? Are there other ones out there that you would recommend? So we're going to do this recipe. Let's get on with it, and let's get on with the first stage. So this recipe is for 2 people, but it does give you in brackets if you want to do it for 4 people. So you can adjust that if you want to. So the first stage, we need to heat a little oil in the frying pan, and we're just going to fry our chicken off. Just got 2 chicken breasts here cut into bite-sized pieces, and we're going to fry it until it's golden, and then we'll remove it and keep it to one side. So let's just put that in. Give that a stir. And we're going to cook that until it's nice and golden brown. Like I say, let me know in the comments if you've tried this service and what recipes have you tried, because you choose the recipes on the website, and there is a trial period that you can get it at a discounted rate. In the review I done, it's an honest review, it's not sponsored or anything, so it's a completely honest review about what I think about it. Okay, so we're just going to keep stirring that and turning that for a few minutes until it's nice and golden all over. And then we'll move on to the next stage. So it's now all nice and golden all over. We're going to put it to one side on a plate, and then we're going to move on to the next step. I've also put some potatoes on to boil. So they're going to be for our mash. And the next stage to move on to is creating the sauce. Just going to put all that to one side. We're going to use the same pan for our next stage, which we're going to start by frying the onion in. Just going to get all that lovely chicken out. And of course you can adjust these recipes to how you like them, and it does give you suggestions of things you could swap with on the bottom. You could do it with pork, for example. Let's just get all that lovely chicken out, and then there's enough oil in the pan to now fry the onion in, which is our next stage. Get those last 2 bits out. There we go. So this is one medium onion I've got. I'm going to fry that off. Get that heat up a bit. I'm going to fry that off for a few minutes. Like I say, it's just one medium onion, just cut into small pieces, and then once that's cooked for a few minutes, we're going to add the mushrooms, because the mushrooms won't take as long to cook. do love the smell of frying onions, so I wanted to hurry up and invent smelly vision. Okay, so they've been frying for a couple of minutes now. We're now going to add the mushrooms. I've got 200 grams of butter mushrooms, which I've just cut into quarters. I'm going to add them. A good stir. It's about building up all the levels of flavour. And of course, the pots that you get in the Simply Cook recipes, so they're all done for you, and that's one of the benefits of the Simply Cook subscription box, is obviously the mixes are all done for you, so if you don't want to prep all that, then that's one of the advantages of it. Just cooking the mushrooms. And then we're going to add a white wine reduction, which is our first pot to use, and the pots are all labelled as well, so not only does it obviously tell you when to use them, you know which one is which. So this is our white wine reduction that we need to now add in. Get that all in there. That's stir. Smelling lovely. Okay, then we're going to use our next pot, which is our supreme sauce stock that we're going to mix with 250 millilitres of boiling water. So I'm just mixing that into the boiling water, and then we're going to add that to the pan. So make sure it's all mixed. Yeah, now we're going to add that. So you can see it all coming together now. We're going to mix well, and we're going to cook for about 5 minutes. So that's had about 5 minutes. It's smelling lovely and looking lovely. Okay, so now the next stage we need to do is mix 1 teaspoon of corn flour with 2 teaspoons of water in a cup. And we're going to add to the pan. And that will help thicken it, so I'm just going to add that in. Sure that will come down. Give that a stir. And then we need to bring that to the boil and simmer it for a further 2 minutes. So So that's had a couple of minutes. You can see it's nicely thickened up now with the addition of that corn flour. And I really do encourage you to give this a go, whether it's through the Simply Cook subscription service, or use a recipe book, or you look online, or whatever you want to do. Just give it a go, because you get great results at the end. Okay, so the next stage now that we need to do is we need to now stir in our creme fraiche. We've got 100 millilitres of creme fraiche. I'm just going to add that in. And that's going to add another depth to our sauce. So I'm going to stir that in. Give it a nice creamy colour now. Now we're going to return the chicken as well. Get all that in. And any juice that's on the plate as well, add that all in. Just to make sure the chicken's all fully heated through. Okay, let's get it all covered as well in a lovely sauce. So just making sure that's all coated lovely in there. And of course chicken, mushrooms, onions, great combination together. And of course, like I say, you can substitute the chicken to pork if you want to. Because this sauce goes really well with pork. And of course we've got the mustard already in there, that was in with the stock. And we're just going to add some honey in the next stage. So now that's nicely done, we're going to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of honey. I'm going to turn it down a bit. So 1 to 2 teaspoons, depends really how sweet you want it. And to add another one, because we've got the mustard in there, so it's quite a strong flavour. Stir that in, make sure it gets all incorporated. The thing of cooking, do your preparation, prepare all your ingredients, get everything ready. And then just do everything in stages and just follow your recipe or whatever guide you're using, or if you're watching one of my videos or someone else, just follow it, because obviously you can pause it and just take your time. Like I say, you'll get great results at the end of it. Okay, that is looking lovely. Okay, so all that honey's now incorporated. We're not far away now. So, I've got some broccoli that I've just been boiling in a saucepan. You could use tender stem broccoli if you wanted, or another vegetable if you prefer. Okay, so that's nicely incorporated. So we're now going to turn that off. Because we're going to now turn our attention to the mash. So for the mash, I'm just going to add some butter in, and also the last of the pots as well, which is the mash mix. So I'm just going to mash the butter in first. Do your mash how you like it, and then I'm going to add the herb mix in after, once it's all incorporated. So I've incorporated some butter and the herb mash mix. I'm just going to give it a little taste, see if it needs any more butter. No, that's fine. Okay, so and now we're going to be ready to plate up. Okay, so let's get some of the lovely chicken, mushroom, onion, all that lovely creamy sauce. Let's get some of the mash. It's got a nice green colour from the herb mix that we've put in. And then some broccoli. Like I say, you could use tender stem broccoli or whatever vegetables you wanted to use. Let's just drizzle a bit more of the sauce over. Let's just finish with a sprinkling of parsley on the top. Okay, so let's give it a try. Get a bit of the chicken, clean mash. You got nice tender chicken. You got the creamy mushrooms and sauce. The mustard comes through slightly. It's a nice background flavour, which is good. You get a bit of honey. So I'm pleased with that, how that's come out. The mash has got a nice herby taste to it with the herb mix. I hope you give it a try yourself. So I hope you enjoyed that recipe and you'll give it a try yourself. That was the fourth and the final recipe in the Simply Cook subscription review. Like I said, I'll give links in the description of the other recipes and the review as well, so you can check that out. We'll be doing other recipes, including baking as well, so keep a lookout for those videos. And if you did like the video, give it a like so people can see it, and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and ring that bell for notifications of future cooking videos as well as other content as well. And thank you as always for watching. Please do give the recipes a try and let me know what ones you've done, and see you again very soon. Bye for now.